Folks, good evening, I should say. We are prime time tonight. Very special show. Great topic, some good news to get into, and we back with Star Today with the co-host.
Kristen Bouchard.
Y'all know the host played the most, Jay Works of Street Savvy, the podcast you love to hear, and you love to see, and you love to listen to every day and night. We're trying to bring it to you, folks. Okay, we're gonna get started real fast and quick. How you doing today, Chris?
I'm doing good. I'm feeling good too.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
God is good, huh?
All the time.
Wow. What did you do today, Chris?
I helped my son with his room. I ran a couple of errands earlier. Helped a couple people out. And I just relaxed. Made dinner. Now I'm here.
Great. Well, that's a good job. We're glad that you're here. We're glad that you can stop in at certain times and help out. The show loves you. And we're glad to have you anytime you want. And we're glad to have your opinionated topics that you help with. Great. So let's get busy. Let's get in with the work of the day. I'm gonna start off with sports news. Okay, folks. What you guys know in the NFL last night was a great Sunday football. I tell you what, the Cardinals beat the Steelers, the Dolphins beat the Commanders, the Panthers lost against Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the 49ers stomped on the Eagles. Wow, that was a beat down. And, your Dallas Cowboys, of course, they won Thursday night. We ain't got to talk about that. The Colts beat Tennessee. Falcons beat the Jets. The Lions beat the Saints. Wow. And Denver Broncos, sorry, folks, lost against the Texans, the Houston Texans. And tonight's game, Monday night, let's see what we got for Monday night, folks. The Jaguars against the Bengals, Cincinnati Bengals, tonight at 8 o'clock, 8:30 p.m. Excuse me. Monday Night Football. Hope you guys catch it. Some good games. In other news of today, we have, or do we have or not? Yes, we do. And overseas news around the world. On the Gaza Strip, it's been more gunfire and tanks around the people in the neighborhoods. It's getting really thick in things over here, thick and passionate about what's happening over there. We thought it was slowing down, but I guess it's not. Across the Gaza Strip is building up as offense and defense. The troops is actually gearing up on every station, and actually with other news, of course, the Americans in the Red Sea is kind of taking charge, and they're laying down the law. So it might be some gun battle from the allegedly from the Americans as well. I hate to hear news like that, folks. I'm not gonna lie. I hate to hear news like that. I hate to bring you news like that. Allegedly, war is not good. Bad in any type of way is not good. In other news, the Israeli military is adding more forces on the ground against Hamas across the Gaza Strip as well, and it started on Sunday night. Last night, and the Palestinians has bombed several places, and there's a lot of injuries. A lot of people has been hurt and killed. So it's getting crazy. I hate to even report things like that allegedly, but folks, they got to get it together. You got to get it together. And it's not even a great thing. But move on from that. And before we get to our Monday Star today, I got some real great news. We are allegedly partner up with Funk and Waffles. Yay. Yes, on the entertainment side. I'm glad you got for that.
I'm excited.
Yes. What we're doing is, folks, we are going on the road, and we starting here in Syracuse, New York, upstate New York. What we're doing is we're trying to display our talents with a greater audience. Not better than ours here at YouTube, but more live audience. We trying to bring it, and what we're trying to do with it is bring it to a nationwide talk show that you guys can feel free, chime in, and listen to our guests, and listen to our hosts, our co-hosts, and our hosts. We want to put together a lot of great things for you guys to listen, hear, and feel good about. and about the people you seeing who's speaking about these things, who's bringing this to you. So we are partnering up again with Funk and Waffles, and what they're doing is they're doing a Toys for Tots kid drive this week for kids on Friday, which is the 10th. They're doing Friday the 10th all day. You could go over and drop a toy, 2 toys off at Funk and Waffles. Go there and tell them Jay Works and Kristen Bouchard sent you from the podcast Street Savvy. Please join us in helping Funk and Waffles on Toys for Tots. They having it Friday. They had it on the 3rd, which is yesterday. And they have it Friday on the 10th all day. So folks, please go join Funk and Waffles and please give a gift. Give a gift, a toy for the people and children who don't have means of getting it, underprivileged to have it. So again, we are partnership with Funk and Waffles, and hopefully every Sunday, 6 to 8, we will be in their slot to be on live to bring you Street Savvy live. So that was great news. You like that?
Yes, that's awesome. Exciting news.
Yes.
Very exciting.
So get to that. Let's get to the most important thing of the day for our lovely co-host to put in her word on the star of the day, folks. Listen, the star of the day is something we came up with 2 months ago. And what I want to do with it is not just the good, the bad, and the ugly, but the great. It could be anyone. We can say star of the day on your buffoonery, or you did great. It could be a neighborhood guy, neighborhood watch, neighborhood cop, neighborhood lawyer, or somebody in the industry who's always buffooning. There's always stuff in the industry that we don't know about, but we try to find the news and give it to you. So with no further ado, here goes Kristen Bouchard with the star of the day.
All right, everybody. Y'all remember Jesse Smollett? Well, he's back in the news. His appeals has been denied and he is going to jail indefinitely. Allegedly, back sometime last year, I believe, or a couple years back, maybe, he created a hate crime that he was a victim of, allegedly. He had 2 co-conspirators, which he paid a couple $1,000. It wasn't even that much. Well, they snitched on him. The FBI got involved and investigated him. Now, he's going to jail. He's not getting off. He thought he was because he had connections, family and friends, And this is all happened in Chicago. But connections is not the key in this case. Not for him.
Wow. Jesse Small. Let me tell you, folks. Thanks for that. Star of the day. You made a star of the day, Jesse. Right here on Street Savvy. Best podcast coming to you. Straight at you. Nothing but facts. Allegedly. That's crazy. That's heinous. I hope no one does that, accuse someone or make up a crime with all the crimes going against Black and brown community. And someone would do that. That is the most heinous thing I can have heard of, especially when a crime was never committed.
That's right.
Because if somebody truly do it to you, it's possible nobody won't believe you.
Mm-hmm.
So kids, please do not try that at home. Do not try that anywhere. That's prohibited anywhere, especially for the Black and brown or any children. Black, brown, white, Hispanic, you name it, Jewish, you name it, Italian. Do not do that. That's not fair to other people. That's not fair to you and your family. Because a lie is a lie, the truth the truth. And the truth always gonna set you free. Mm-hmm. Blessings. Okay. That was great. And actually, other news, and last weekend, we reported it earlier last week. T.I., him and his son was promoted the wrong way, folks. Was promoted without his word, his copywritten, or without his saying at a nightclub, and T.I. didn't like that. Did you hear about that?
Oh, I heard about it. He was livid.
Now, what did he say? You know what he said?
He said, you will not sell no chicken wings, you will not play no music, and you will not sell no alcohol until I get paid. If I don't get paid, you ain't doing nothing. Don't play with my name. And
this is my city. If you know what that means, my city means, that means it'll be trouble. That's trouble will meet you home. Let me tell you, folks, you cannot use someone's name, someone's agenda, someone's story, someone's podcast, and place it where you're trying to make a business at, where you're trying to make $1 at, unless you have the consent by word, by John Hancock. Because if not, you have to pay them. And it's laws and rules put in place and for things like that, for copyright infringement. and you do that, T.I. was nice. And it ended up being a great story because they ended up getting with the promoter, end up, I guess, paying T.I. allegedly, and his son and the family members was there at the club the next following night. The next following day, they do down in Atlanta. So good, the story came out. We followed it last week. We brought it to you from here at Street Savvy with the news report. And now today, lovely co-host and me both putting it together, and we said it ended well. But folks, please do not put no one on your flyer of your venue and without their copyright consent, because it could be a problem. You heard T.I. You won't do nothing in this city. You know, this is my city, and the trouble will find you home. Okay, folks, topic of the day is a Houston. Topic of the day is smiles and cries. And you would say, why you say that? Smiles and cries is something we do every day, folks. Stressful moment, enjoyable moment, work, kids, husband, wife, constituents, neighbor, potential friend, potential boyfriend, potential girlfriend, potential associates, all those above, or cramps, back headaches, neck headaches, feet headaches, arthritis, kidney issues, you name it, going on the line, you know, high blood pressure, you know, diabetes. It's all in lead to smiles and cries, or enjoyable someone's been born, a baby been born in a family, or a gift that you never got, or someone telling you, how was your day? Or I love you. That gifted. For like the song you hear in the background, which is Luther Vandross. We are not responsible. We don't have the copyright for what Luther Vandross does. This song explains it all. Smiles and cries is something, to me, you have to do, my opinion. You have to do. You have to let out. You have to show emotion. And it's emotions. And I know you hear this sentiment that you wear your emotions on your sleeve. People say that all the time. I for one, who uses it. I tell people that, hey, today ain't your day. Why? Because you acting different. You showing different. And that's exactly what that means, wearing your emotions on your sleeve. What about you? How you feel about smiles and cries?
I feel it's necessary. It makes us human. You know, I actually did that today. I cried some and I smiled some.
Wow. Deep.
Yeah.
You want to bring your mic in close to you?
Yes.
Great. I want to make you hear yourself.
Yeah.
Great. And how did that make you feel by doing that today?
Relieved. It was like a cleansing to my mind, to my body, to my heart, to my thoughts. Something that I didn't know I needed at the time. You know, I just pulled over in the park and just sat there and was just praying and talking to God, and I just started crying. At the same time, I was thanking him, you know, and smiling. Thanking him for bringing me from where I've come from, thanking him for protecting me and my family, my loved ones, and thanking him for my opportunities and where I'm headed in life. And at the same time, asking for protection, you know, and at the same time, crying real hard, you know, my frustrations out, my fears out, my doubts out, my worries out, my hopes and dreams, you know, questions, and just sitting there, getting it all out, smiles, cries, tears, and laughing. In the end, thinking and feeling so relieved and fulfilled that I've gotten everything out of me in that moment that I didn't even know, you know, needed to come out. So I'm actually glad I did that. It made my day. It made me more productive, made my mind more clearer, and it was like a boost of energy. My smile and cry gave me a boost of energy.
Wow, that's deep. When you say smiles and cries, is this something you think is as needed to folks? Like you said, you pulled over today. You needed that. You think people need that smiles and cries daily?
Yes, daily. You know, people tend to hold so much in, you know, on purpose and unintentionally. I remember about maybe 10 years ago, I was going through something internally, so stressed out.
Wow.
I was walking down the street. A guy asked me, he said, "How are you today?" And I just busted out crying. And I just let it out.
And you know what? I'm going to piggyback to that. A lot we held in, folks. Mm-hmm. We held in a lot daily. I don't care if it's about your kids, It's about work. It's about bills. It's about rent. It's about the car. Cars can break any day. They always say cars are a bad investment. There you go. It's things that, excuse me, it's things that it bothers us every day. And frustration sometimes builds up to levels. I'm a person with high blood pressure, diabetes, one kidney. A lot of things is against me. Excuse me. And one thing I can have is stress. I can't have all that stress on me, on my heart, on my mind and body and soul, because I can have a stroke. I can leave here. I can leave these babies who I work for every day in praises, as my presence I have, which is my children, as well as leaving my wife here with a burden, with a heavy burden, bills, kids, situational things, mental illness, things of that nature. So I try to, I'm a teddy bear. My kids will tell you I cry on anything about them and happens with my grandkids or things around. I get so overwhelmed on great things. Small story. My co-host, my lovely co-host here, Christian, we are making a business decision about this podcast. And today I called her. I said, listen, if I said something to you in ways that you don't understand, I apologize. It's also business what we was before this business. We was before this podcast. This podcast is way up on us. It's nothing bigger than what we have as a friendship and as well as the business. But you have to make business decisions to have business go forward and go the right way that you set forth. And it was a very emotional conversation. But I want her to know is I don't mean no harm or no malice towards her. In the day, it's the business. In the day, we are friends before anything. And that I can help with get further in life and move better and feel better on any level. I'm with that. And with all the conversation, the mind and body and soul, here's a heartwarming conversation to have for you, Kristen. This is what it is. This is what it could be. And this is what it will be. You always will be a part of me with this show regardless. We're always going to be friends first. And I had to get that to her. And I was choked up telling her because I felt inside that she didn't understand the part of the business that I know. And she'll tell you personally, I'm teaching her daily. And she's willing to learn daily. It's a messy business. And I told her, listen, everything I put in this, I'm not getting it back. Unless we get somebody who helps us. But until then, I don't talk about certain situations. And money is one of them. Because we don't have it. We ain't in the millions. We're doing this out of our sheer kind of heart on this network and getting it done. And when we got to get it done, it causes either pain or stressful situations that we all have to relieve each other at the same time, let each other keep reminding each other, it's not about the show. You get right for you. I'm going to get right for me. Because in the day, this show can be taken off and do something else without us. You know, so it happens and you're right. You need to sometimes let yourself know, let a loved one that you do know, you feel for them. You hurt for them. And as for yourself, don't let that build up because it becomes smiles and cries quick. Mm-hmm. And I believe it. It's not something I don't. It's my opinion. And I have seen it in people who I have talked to daily basis over years. And as work and as in any other business, store, club, you know, one of the guys who I always endure with doing security with, a younger guy, one day he was in the club and I seen him leaning back and forth and grabbing his chest. I grabbed him with some water. I grabbed him. I said, "Get some water, man. Go get some water." Kind of found out he was having a heart attack.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And we was in the club.
That's gracious.
So sometimes those smiles and cries can add up to things that people see in you. Mm-hmm. And from the conversation that me and you had today, going back to it, I seen that in you as being a stressful time and dealing with this podcast. This podcast, I'm going to tell you folks, ain't no work, ain't no business bigger than your sobriety, bigger than your mind and thought and presence and heart and soul today, let alone tomorrow. Mm-hmm. You need yourself before you need this. Right. You need yourself before you need J-Works. Mm-hmm. I'm not that important to anyone's life or well-being or welfare when it comes down to mind over matter. That's right. You know, yes, this is important. This is a baby. We talk about it. This is a baby to me. This is one of my children. This is a business. This is something I strive on doing. I'm not getting paid for this. Every ideal I bring to the table is from my heart and soul. Mm-hmm. And whatever I write on paper, whatever you write on paper, it's heart and soul. Whatever we divide over or not go up on or not bring here, it's our heart and soul, folks. And from me being the creator to the narrator and to putting it to the co-host, and she getting out the way she need to get it out and how she get it out, this is from heart and soul. There's no emptiness in this. And one of us see emptiness, we need to go. We need to go. Because business have no need for emptiness. It's a cold world out there. And normally when you're trying to get to the top, you go through your bumps and the roads. But before you get there, you have those conversations, smiles and cries. That's right. Hey, hold on. Is it about me? I apologize. Did I say something wrong? I apologize. I thought something else. You got to have this unity. Hey, I care for you. This is not where it's at. We'll stop right now. Pull the car over. You know what I mean? Turn the camera off. What's bothering you that I can help you with? And those are things we need to, at home. Some of us don't get them hugs. Don't get those handshakes. Don't get that, how was work today? How was your day? How you feeling? Yeah. You still got that pain in your shoulder? You still got this? We don't get that at home. Or if we do, it's not what we need, that we think we need. So smiles and cries you endure in front of other people sometimes who's not a part of you or your situation. They just see it in you. They see your emotion. They see that frown. Ain't never had that other smile you had, or that nuisance of a smile, or that grate, your teeth. I tell folks, I love this. I love to say J works. I love to open my eyes real wide and show these brolic of a teeth, this balance of a soldier. Because that's a part of my makeup. It's part of my wardrobe, folks. And if I can't cry with you, if I can't cry with my kids and my family, I don't need to be around. Y'all don't need to be around me. Yeah. And as the song says, we cry together. Oh, say it to me one more time. You just don't know me, girl. Girl, it says we cry together. Emotionally, I hit a brick wall every day. There's nothing wrong with having smiles and cries. It's not about me. It's somebody else with a worse situation than mine.
That is true.
And yours as well.
Yeah.
I just told my wife, you guys give you a story. I said, it ain't nothing I can't do. What we going through and what we need to do. But one thing I can say, I want you to be with yourself or with me, but I want you to be happy with or without me. I'm going through things today, emotionally, mentally, and physically. Majority is about you, about this and that. And I handle it very well. And I told her, I said, today's a new beginning for me. I'm going to be better than I was yesterday at every aspect. I said, God has given me a gift that I have not yet took advantage of yet. And it was over discussion how I got to this point. I said to her, why are you dealing with this and that? And they don't deal with us. That's not right. That's not right for me to even say that to her. Because whoever she believes she can deal with, she can deal with them. And that's not me. So I called her. I said, I apologize. Because if you want to deal with them, you want the kids to deal with them, that's you. Have no right to say, hey, don't have this around that, don't go around this. That's not me. Never be me. It have never been me. So if you thought that's been me, I apologize today. Because I don't want to know more God. I don't want that anguish around me. I don't want that type of language. I want to be able to smile and cry. Majority because I'm happy. And I'm decided to be happy. And I'm emotionally to be happy. When you don't have no emotions and no empathy, it's not even smiles and cries.
It's just dangerous.
You're really dangerous. Misery loves company, baby. Mm-hmm. I have an issue with a certain female. Today in my life. Of course, a friend. I feel like she's undecided. Daily, she tells me she's getting it right. And I'm happy for her. But I never want her to bounce back and forth with her feelings or her life or her beginnings. Because emotionally, it leads to those smiles and cries. Daily. And being around a person like me, I can have all that unravel because I'm good to deal with. I'm a magnet stone to deal with. You can't move me. And you can't give me trinkets. You can't tell me something. You can't tell me it's pee outside and it's raining. You understand that? Because glory got me. I'm glorified in what I want to do and how I want to do it. And if it's bad or good, God just judging me daily. He's put his hand upon me to be right. And with this female friend, I hope and pray she get it right. Because one thing I want people in the world to do is be able to smile and cry on an everyday basis because they want to. Because it feels right to. I'm a very emotional person. I'm emotion driven. I wear my emotions on my sleeve. But I care. I care. That's my heart. That's my heart. I care. Some days I want to be helped. Some days I want my feet rubbed. Some days I want to hear, I love you. I'm so much of a teddy bear. And I can't get the word love out so many times in a day because I'm a lovable person. I guess I done seen so much negative, so much hurt and pain. It became smiles and cries. Yeah. You know? Mm-hmm. And I give so much out. I got to stop. And I don't know how to. Because God had placed me to do this for him. For me, for them, for they. I'm in a place right now in my heart. All I want to do is love them around me. It's never going to be they. I know who I love. They don't have to love me. Because I feel and have the ideal. If I love you, at some point you're going to love me back. Any which way I give it to you. I don't got to count my friends. I don't got to count my loved ones. Because I'm here. For me. Through me, God is there for my kids and my family and my friends. And I think that makes a very different how I smile and cry. Because stand up a little bit. I'm in tune to God. I'm in tune to what God wants me to do. Right? I feel it in my heart. I know some of what I need to do. Yes, I backslide. Of course. Yes. Yes, I fib every now and then. Yes, I'm human. But I'm one of the person I feel is bad. If I can tell you something different, I like the truth over lie all day long. I may stretch the truth, but I can never tell a lie. Lying is something that makes smiles and cries even longer, even better.
That's true.
I'm gonna tell you a story. You ever taste your tears?
Yeah.
They taste more saltier when you're hurt by losing something. They taste more plain when you're hurt by someone hurting you. You know you didn't do nothing wrong to be hurt.
Pay attention to that next time.
Trust and believe.
It's my opinion. Too soon.
It's my opinion.
Yeah.
Allegedly. But I started learning my smiles and my cries. I'm a man who cries maybe every other day. I feel as though I'm not getting the love I deserve from as much as I give it out. Mm-hmm. And I'm very passionate about what's around me, who's around me, and when they're around me. I love you as a person. Sometimes loving a person as a person can get real still. Let me tell you why I say that. They don't love you the same way you love them. So in hindsight, you don't smile at them as much as you will. They love you. it becomes smiles and cries. It's beginning for everything in life. Um, Consensual love makes us even more stressed to be in love with someone. You know what I'm saying? It's a pattern. Because if I'm giving consensual love out, which is every day, every minute, every time I see you, and you're not giving it back, I'm like, oh,
That's not good.
that's not healthy, right? You agree? We agree on that?
Yeah.
And so, trying to be something you ain't is a hard pattern of crime.
Yeah. Stressful.
So it becomes cries.
It does.
You can't smile at, I know I'm with him, he with her. But what he give me is what he give me. How you feel about that? How you feel about someone leading you to betrayal? Betrayal. How you feel about that?
That's horrible. That's horrible.
Yes.
Games like that are not to be played
Right.
with people's heart. Love is I just think love is, in my opinion, love is an unintentional action. When you have your kids, you love them naturally, unintentionally. It just happens.
It's supposed to, right?
When you have a friend,
right?
There's a different type of love for that. I got love for you. You got love for me. We're friends, whatever. Homeboys in the hood, whatever. They love each other. Teammates. They love each other. They work together. I think the more you work with somebody, you build a different type of love. There's I was told that there's many types of love. There's type of love for your children, for your spouse, for yourself, for your friends. And to experience all of those is an experience in itself. To feel all of those is like a puzzle or a maze to try to figure out at some point, because should you love this person, should you not? You can't help it, but you do or you don't, And like he said, someone may care for you more than you care for them, but that doesn't mean that you don't care for them. It may be on a different level. It may not be there yet. It may be on its way to that same. And that's the thing about love. Mm-hmm. It's like a stair step. It's like trust being built, love being built. When it comes to people outside your home and outside your marriage or whatever. So love is a wide, special thing. And I think what I've learned, you tell people you love them every chance you get because of what you've seen in the past. I am the same way. I will not let a person go by in my life. If I love them, I'm going to tell them I love them because you just don't know when the last time you're going to see them.
True.
And you don't want that guilt. If you let a person, your friend or the person you with, don't be afraid to tell that person you love them. Don't let the past relationship make you fear loving someone that's loving you.
Because, like our point is, smiles and cries.
That's right.
And when you end up loving someone unconditionally, it makes your smiles and cries even difficult.
It does.
To bear.
It does.
So it don't, to me, my opinion, in one state of mind, it depends on your love and the situation you have with that person.
I agree.
In another state of mind, it depends on how long you love them.
That is very true.
Because I have loved persons, people, women, children, overnight. I do believe in love at first sight.
Me too.
I'm not going to ever walk by a child, a little baby, your kid, my kid, and I'm saying, hey, you, my love is starting already. And a kid feels that. You ever hear older folks tell you when you was younger, that baby, no, you knew who I was.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's true.
So those smiles that come from that, the smile that every adult smile at a child, it's whoa. Look at him. Look at little Crystal. Look at little Petey. Look at little Tasha. Look at little Keisha. Black and beautiful and chocolate. Oh my God, look at the baby. Look at Nigeria. I'm going to show you something. This is Nigeria, folks. My baby is so beautiful. So beautiful. Sometimes it's breathtaking when I look at this little girl. She's 14 years old today, folks. 14. She's beginning to know herself. She's beginning to know what life has to offer for a 14. And so when I see my baby, it's always great smiles and cries. About almost crying right now. I'm emotional. I'm emotional. I'm gonna show you something else. It's supposed to be with a lot of different people, folks. You got Mike Tyson on here. You got Petey on here, which is me. You got Bill Bellamy on there. You got me as a scripper here. And you got someone real close to me right here. I don't know if you guys can see. This is my mom. Her birthday was just on the 29th. And when we say smiles and cries, I have a lot of smiles and cries for my mom. On a lot of ways, unconditionally, some harmful cries, some loveful smiles, you name it. But that's what I mean when I say smiles and cries. You can have for anyone you love. And for this lovely mural here, this means so much to me. So much to me. Because I have put a lot in it. But the smiles and cries behind it, I can't even explain it to you guys. I'll just explain it to my lovely coworker here just today. How one number is not going to get me to go the other route. And how she said in her own words, hey, you don't need to work for nobody else. Not something you created. This is yours. Nobody can own you or own that. She said with her own words. And that brought a cry and a smile because someone significant to me said the same thing. In the same tone, the same content, and the same blessings. Because they want to see me win at all costs, not to lose what I put in it. So those type of smiles and cries, folks, are very different from you not wanted. Mm-hmm. You know how it feels me not wanted? That cry, that's, you don't even smile.
That's painful.
You know, you don't. I can never tell you the H word, the hate word. No. You will do a lot to me. I'm going to despise you. But my heart, let it go, man. Let it go, man. Because I see fear in people that you don't see. I look at people head and be like, God got them. Everybody make mistakes. But he or she may not know what they might not, what they may not get done to them. Because they may not know better. That's the standards I live by. You know what I mean? So, and again, those smiles on that, you knowing what mistake you can make by hurting someone or someone hurting you is when it happened to battle.
Yeah.
The truth will set you free when you let it. That smile from telling the truth. When they said put your right hand up, everybody smile. Do you swallow tell the truth? So help you God? You say, I do. You know, your wedding vows. You remember yours?
Yeah.
Can you say it? Can you recite it? Just a couple words of it. Try it. I don't put my co-host on the spot. I'm sorry.
You're doing that.
Well, listen, and the point I'm trying to make, those vows, smiles and cries.
Yeah, they were.
Think about it.
They were.
Especially today, right now, you're like, you mother Christmas eater, or you son of a biscuit. Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
I'm about to tell you something, young sister. No disrespect.
Mm.
The vows I heard on my wedding day, it still touches me today. It still touches this grown man today. My wife said something, and I will never think she will utter it. I didn't know her like that. I knew her a few years. But you know what she said to me?
What she say?
She turned around. Miss Pat, who was the minister, which is her aunt, was in between us. And Keisha gave her the letter of her vows. She said, he's my best friend. He's always going to be my best friend. Whatever I do, whatever he do, he's my friend. And I'm willing to be with him to thick and thin and to death do us part. That today, folks, smiles and cries. Because no one ever said something to me that nice. As a person, I'm always trying to either get something I want or trying to get something they want out of me or whatever. This girl said to me in those words, and it's not big to anyone else, but it's big to this teddy bear. And what she may not know, from the words years ago, it still resonates to me today. Because all this woman that I know of and that I can guess is trying to be is my friend. I don't know about my wife, but that's cool with me.
That's sweet.
That's cool with me. Because if she don't want to be a wife, God got that. But a friend sometimes gonna tell the truth to you when you need to know the truth.
That's right.
It gonna hurt you too. A wife is gonna leave your black ass. Gonna leave you. A husband is gonna leave you because they not your motherfucking friend. Remember I told you that. That's what I know. Your friend, you marry your friend, they gonna be with you.
That's true.
They gonna love your dirty drawers. I'm telling you. And this is my opinion, folks. But those same words that woman uttered out of her mouth. It's days I want to run. It's days I want to walk away. It's days I want to leave. It's days mental illness takes over what I go through here. But her words, stand by me, help me. I mean, I know what I'm doing. I mean, I know what I'm saying. That's what keep me driving for those kids up there and for that woman. My friend. My friend. Because mental illness is smiles and cries all day. And that woman barely smiles. Vaguely smiles. Not even a hug or a kiss. I can't believe whatever's there. But I know what's here. I know what's here. For me, in my heart, it's always smiles and cries.
Step by step.
When she said that to me, them vows, that's a friend to the end. My wife is my friend. She's not my wife. And no one may not understand that, but I know she does, and I understand it. Because if she was my wife, I would have been gone already. I'm going to tell you, and I tell anybody else in this world that. Because she's my friend, I'm still here today trying to figure it out before I walk out that door. Before I give up, because I'm not a sucker. And I'm not a loser. Them kids need their father as well as their mom. I'm no better than her or no worse. But my friend needs help. And I'm trying to stay until she get it. If not, I don't know what to say. It smiles and cries. And I mean it. At this, you can't get something you don't got. You can't make a man you can't make a man do responsibilities when it comes to being a father. If he don't know it, you can't put it on him. Get him with child support. He can't take care of himself. You can't make a child be a woman. You can't make a woman be a mother unless she got it in her. There's a lot of grandmothers who ain't ready to be grandmamas because they wasn't ready to be mothers. Babies having babies. I'm telling you. A lot of smiles and cries in that, folks. I love my friend, which is my wife, because every day is a trying day for her. And as a man, I know that. As a man, I never try to step over that. But it takes me years to realize that I'm learning. Don't say nothing to her today. Don't do that. Let her go ahead. Don't argue with her. You may be right, or you is right, or she wrong for that. Let it go. Because her days are augmented. She don't mind arguing, and she don't mind not smiling either. Mental illness. A lot of smiles and cries. My wife, my friend, vaguely smile at me. When she do, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Everything she ever has done, has said to me that meaningful and mindful. I appreciate it, my friend, my wife. I appreciate it. And for God to put her in these hands and mine, who sometimes I'm a piece of shit. Thank you, Lord. Thank you. Because some things I may not know, may not ever trust, may not believe, but I believe in you. I believe in you, God. And I believe in health and wealth. So I got to believe in that woman. Got to believe in her. Because to go out there now and to try to do it all over again, I'd rather be skinny and sharp. Skinny and sharp. Skinny and sharp. I'm not doing it no more. I'm not marrying another soul. I'd rather be. I'm telling you, boy. Luther, Bobby, whoever. Body shaped up. I'm out there. What's up, works? Nothing. What you doing? Nothing. How good you feel? Something. I'm not doing this. Because smiles and cries with marriage, Lord help me. And majority of it's caused by me. I'm not blaming nobody. Hear me out, folks. But it's hard on a man and a woman's heart when mental illness takes apart and when bullshit takes apart. And I'm still growing up the bullshit. The selfish bullshit. Smiles and cries. You know? It's just what it is.
Yeah.
You can't offer something if you don't got it.
That's true.
I'm trying to tell you.
I'm
trying to tell you something.
That is a fact.
You said to me, I'll give this to you.
Okay.
It's God. You said, how you coming up with all these quotes?
Yeah, I remember saying that.
You said, how you telling me all these stories? Gee whiz. I'm not saying I second guess you, but man, you done seen and been through. I said, baby, you ain't heard nothing yet.
I remember that conversation.
Everything I conversated with you about, there's some quotes.
That's true.
So what you said to me yesterday, how can you let somebody else do that? And I don't know if you meant, because the quotes are all you. These words are you. This is what I heard.
Yeah. I meant it.
That's the bullet. You bite it sometimes. You learn from your mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
You learn from the trials and tribulations you have been through. I don't talk about everything up under the sun. Everything up under the sun, I don't talk about.
Yeah.
And it's more than that. Faith lies between me and you and whoever they want to be.
That's true.
The truth is always going to be there. The truth is always going to set you free. No matter how much you decide not to want to be free on the thought and the word, on the subject and the mind, the pronoun or the adjective or the verb, you will be set free when you tell the truth.
Especially to yourself.
Woo! That's why I always tell someone I love. I always say, love. I love you. And sometimes it gets contagious.
Yeah.
People tell me they love me all the time. And I look at them, I go, I put that chuckle. Because some people know what love is. And you can't knock what when they say it. Because if you feel it, you just, ooh, which one is it though? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
There's levels to it.
Yeah.
I think we've talked about that.
Yeah, yeah.
There's levels to it.
Yeah,
Well, I love you this way. I think I told you too. I think I told you a story real quick. We got to get out of here. Ask every girl, every woman. Why me? Why you love me? And they go, I don't know. And I said, to you, people can never tell me why. Friends or whatever. They didn't tell that one word. But I said the ones you have is the ones I'm always going to be near.
That makes sense.
Smiles and cries. So, folks, there you have it. From the lovely co-host, Kristen Bouchard, which she is.
Kristen Bouchard. Sorry about that.
And the host, J Works. Excuse me, okay?
Yeah, just drove it too fast.
And before we go, we want to reiterate the connection we hope to be doing this week and other weeks on the road and in Syracuse, New York.
Tate's Toys for the Tots, December 10th. And
With Funk and Waffles.
that's right.
And there's more things to come with that. This is something huge for them. I guess this is a annual thing they do yearly. Don't quote me on that. But we would love to join them this week, which is on the 10th, all day. Toys for Tots?
Toys for Tots.
Toys for Tots. On the 10th. Folks, please come out and bring toys for those who don't have them. For those who's in need of a gift. My gift is my babies. You guys heard me in the middle of the week saying that on a previous podcast. But this is a big thing to us, me and Kristen. We will be there. Funk and Waffles on the 10th. We will be there and bring some toys, folks. Thank you again. Show up at Funk and Waffles, y'all. Was that Friday the 10th or Sunday? What day is that? Sunday. Friday? What day is the 10th? Well, look on your calendars, folks. We don't have it in front of us. Look on your calendar and find out which day is the 10th. And hopefully you'll be there. Hopefully you'll be there. I think it's Friday. It is Friday. Friday.
Yeah.
Don't quote me on that, but be there. Funky Waffles. Folks, good night from your host, Jay Works, and the co-host,
Kristen Bouchard.
This is the best podcast, Street Savvy. Please tune in as you see. We got a lot of love, a lot of smiles and cries. Hopefully you enjoyed the show tonight. Thank you.
Good night.